The next aspect which we are very different is cleanliness, right? Europeans are that kind of people that will, well, I think you know, it's kind of like here, right? They are very keen on being green and saving the earth, the planet, so they take it very seriously. And if you look at European streets, you will see no trash. Again, I'm telling you, like if we take 10, right, maximum. So in Europe, cleanliness would be 8 out of 10, right? In Ukraine, it would be like 2 out of 10. So somewhere you can see trash, but I'm saying in general, the bigger part is that they're very clean. And by clean, I'm talking about, again, there's two sides, the EU and Ukraine. The EU, here you have no trash cans, right? In European Union, you have trash cans, and there are a lot of them, and they're everywhere. And the trash cans, they look like that. They're usually colorful, and they are for different purposes. So if you live in Austria, Germany, Switzerland, probably those highly developed European countries, you can get fined if you put, for example, a paper into the container with plastic. If people report you, or somehow they will find out that was you, they will just fine you. If you live, like if you have a household, right? If you live in an apartment house or your own house, you have to pay for those trash cans. Like you have to pay a lot of money if you don't want to separate your trash. So you can pay like approximately 100 something euros per month, or you can pay like around 30 euros per month and do it yourself. And a lot of European people choose to do it themselves, not because they don't want to pay money. They can, they're able to do that, but because they just don't trust people, right? They rather do it themselves, they rather sort the trash and be sure that, you know, everything is sorted out. In Ukraine, people are not about that. And that would, I think, if you go to Europe, again, right now, right, what's happening, like refugees come from Europe and you see European streets getting dirtier. It's just how Ukrainians and Russians and Belarus people, they would do that. They don't care about that. Yeah, again, there are some people who like to sort trash out, but if you take the general mass of people, the right side, the right picture perfectly represents what you have. This is example of European, right? Union trash. That's Germany, that's German. And that is Ukraine, yeah. Well, I'm not proud of that, but I'm just saying this is usual for us. This is usual to walk on the street and to see this. Nobody cares. And believe me, and we don't have cockroaches, by the way, and we don't have rats. Like if you stand close to that trash cans, surprisingly, but we have no animals that will, you know, eat on that. So probably that's good. Is it surprising for you? Is it? This is not what you do, right? You also have to separate and you recycle. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this is what we have. No, by the way, our trash cars, that, you know, those that have music here, we don't have those, and our trash machines, cars, whatever, they are very dirty and they're very loud, and they usually come in the morning at 5 a.m. where all people sleep, and then you hear this beeping sound. You cannot sleep anymore. Yeah. Don't look. Next point is why we can never be as Europeans, or what differs us is architecture, right? I don't know why, how, or when Europeans got that sense of style in buildings, but they do it well. And if you go to post-Soviet countries, not talking like Lithuania, right? It in the Soviet system, but they pretty much have good architecture. I'm talking about Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan. Those countries, they just, you know, maybe USSR had one plan that you have to have the boxed style streets. So that picture, this is what the regular house looks like in Ukraine. I'm talking about typical families. Again, for the remark, you can see good looking buildings, you can see some people who live in a very fancy house, but I'm talking about the general people, the general mass of people, yeah? So that is what our block of flats look like. Zero sense of fashion style in that. And those, like, if you look at the picture from, you know, the heights, you will see that those houses everywhere. It really represents the box style everywhere. I mean, why? Maybe it was easy to build those boxes when, you know, we had USSR, but it looks awful. Like, personally to me, and that looks depressive, and that looks, when you see that every day, everything is gray, nothing, you know, nothing even unusual shade, that makes you kind of feel depressed. So yeah, so that is what we have. Kind of, yeah, this is what I'm talking about.